Number 3, the third thing we are hoping for, and here's the big, exciting one. Are you ready? No? Let's pretend like you are. I am. I'm like super excited. We are going to take the way, what you are looking at right now, this move of God to God's glory by his mercy, which makes no sense in my mind, but is a move of God. We're going to take the way, we're going to pick it up, we're going to move it from Friday nights to Saturday nights, from right here in Building T out in the suburbs, downtown, the West End, the heart of the city, from being a college ministry with age parameters, 18 to 28, no young people or old people, to anybody and everybody, but I think by its nature, it's gonna be, for the most part, us, Saturday nights, downtown. And we're gonna take the way and we are gonna plant a church downtown in the heart of the city. But, let me clarify, it's not going to be a separate entity from Solid Rock. We are going to become one church in 2 locations. Everybody say one church in 2 locations out loud. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. One church in 2 locations, which means we are going to become one church, one leadership team, same pastors, same elders, same theology, same DNA, same culture, same teaching over the weekend, but in 2 locations, downtown and out here on the west side. Which means if you are a part of Solid Rock or you're with us or whatever, you're gonna pick one of the 2, either Solid Rock downtown, and you're gonna make your way downtown on Saturday nights and seek Jesus right down in the heart of the city. We are renting out, by the grace of God, First Baptist Church, which is incredible. 1,000 seats, huge balcony right in the West End, right by Ace Hotel, Stumptown, Powell's Books, American Apparel, like right there, right where thousands of people go on Saturday nights to hang out. I think we have some pictures, maybe? Yes, there we are. Gorgeous. I think we have 1 or 2 pictures. 1,000 seats, massive balcony, stained glass. Please don't break when we go down there, guys. The building is amazing. Let's look at one of the outside. It's like Robin Hood's castle. It's amazing. And it's right down in the West End. There's parking all around. It's safe. It's not dangerous. And the plan is to go down there as a huge mass of people right into the heart of the city on Saturday nights and reach out to people who do not know Jesus. You pick either Saturday nights, downtown, West End, or you stay out here. Nothing is changing out here. Solid Rock, business as usual. It's going to be the same teaching I'm going to teach, or whoever is teaching downtown on Saturday nights, and then drive out here and teach here on Sundays. Same worship, same theology, same theme, different context, one urban and one suburban, but same people, one church in 2 locations. But the heart, why are we doing this? The entire point is to reach people who right now don't know Jesus. And to go right to where culture is made and right to where people are. I mean, you go down there tomorrow night on a Saturday night, there are, I'm not joking, thousands of young people. In the summer, there are people spilling out of the restaurants and bars and clubs and theaters and coffee shops and hotels. I mean, not only the sidewalks, into the street. And what could happen if huge numbers of us would pour out of some old building, most of the time empty, and walk a block away or 2 blocks away or 5 blocks away, eat dinner and talk to people about Jesus. We're not gonna feed you guys dinner anymore after. We're gonna say, listen, you get out of here, and you go eat dinner somewhere, go walk somewhere in groups of 3, 4, 5 people and invite people to church and talk to people about Jesus. And if you live down here, do life and invite your friends and people you work with. And the entire point is for us to live as missionaries. Not as spectators who go to church and watch, but as missionaries to the city of Portland who are reaching out to the world around us. But here's what you should know. We are going to a very difficult place to plant a church. Like I said, more dogs than Christians. What you may or may not know is in the city of Portland proper, not like the region, but like Portland proper, the stats are, from what I understand, 9 out of 10 church plants fail within 2 years. Portland, true story, is known all around the nation. I was talking with some church planters the other day from Texas as the church planters' graveyard. Like where church planters go to die. There was an assessor for a church planting organization who was here about 3 or 4 weeks ago on vacation, and he lives in Manhattan. In Manhattan, 95% of the population does not go to church, worse than here. And he was here with his wife on vacation, and he was staying downtown, right about 2 or 3 blocks away from the church, I think. And he said, in his opinion, this is a guy who goes all over the world helping people plant churches. He said, in his opinion, Portland is the most secular, godless city he's ever seen in his entire life. The dude lives in Manhattan. Dang. And we are going to the church planters' graveyard. But I think we might completely fail, or I think God might move in huge ways. I was with one of my friends who's a pastor of another one of the churches out here on the west side. Great man of God, great dude, becoming friends. And before he was pastoring his church out here, he tried to plant a church in downtown Portland for I think 2 years. And before that, he worked at one of the super old churches downtown. And he worked downtown for 2 years. He started with about 30 people. And he said, if I remember right, in 2 years, 3 people showed up outside of his 30. 2 years, 3 people. And he loves the city, lived right down there, loves the city. And he said after years of being down there, he concluded the only hope a church has of ever making it in Portland, in the urban core of the city of Portland, is if a large body of people were to go down together. And true story, about 6 or 7 years ago, I didn't know, he was going around to the suburban churches out here on the west side asking the pastors if anybody would please plant a church downtown with 200 or 300 people, or plant a campus or some kind of expression of church downtown, because he was thinking if we could just get some people who love Jesus together to go together, we could do something. And I feel like what God's been doing here among us for the last 5 years, I feel now like the entire time God was moving us here. It's kind of like when you go to a movie, you know, and there's like a surprise ending, there's like a twist at the end, like you find out Luke's father is Darth Vader. Are you serious? Right? Or whatever, you fill in the blank. What the first things, I know we all saw that movie back when we were like 2, or some of you were like not born yet, but whatever. The first thing that happens is you start to replay the film in your mind, right? And you start to reimagine the entire story through the lens of the new twist ending, and now everything makes sense. Now in retrospect, you're like, oh, now everything makes sense. And now looking back at the last 5 years and what God's done among us, I may be wrong, but now I think everything makes sense. Now I think what God was doing was preparing us for this. I think of the analogy of an incubator or a greenhouse, or think of a womb. When a baby is conceived in the womb, it's not strong enough to survive out in the open. It takes time, it takes months of growth and maturity and nutrients and vitamins and patience for it to get big enough and strong enough to where it can survive. And I wonder if what God's been doing with us now for years, unbeknownst to me, and I've been thinking about this for a long time, but I wonder if what God's been doing all along was helping us, shaping us, molding us, making us, preparing us to jump out and step out in faith. Now, timeline. We are planning, God willing, on starting the church in January with the new year. For the fall, we're going to walk through the book of Nehemiah, and we're going to take the entire fall to pray and plan and prepare and get ready in our church and in our hearts to step out in faith and live as missionaries to the heart of the city Saturday nights. We are planning, hoping to start the new college ministry also in January, or at the latest by March, and hoping for the First Way conference sometime. We are thinking in 2010. We are hoping for sometime in the spring. Now let me clarify 3 things. 1, the way is not ending. We are moving, we are changing, we are adapting to our broken city and the leading we believe of God's Spirit after years, I promise you, after years of not myself, but tons of us praying and fasting and seeking God together with an open fist saying, Jesus, this is your ministry, this is your deal, you are the lead pastor of the way. What is your heart? What is your plan? What is your will? We believe from the bottom of our hearts, this is it. The way is not ending. The way is not a time slot or a formula. It's us, and we are not ending. I hope we are taking the city of Portland by storm with the gospel of Jesus. 2, we are doing this not for ourselves. Or we are not doing this for ourselves.